Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Ryan Saplin here, Fat Loss Strength Coach, coming to you today with a ankle mobility, muscle imbalance talk, a little short 3-minute talk to talk about the ankle and the muscles around the ankle, which is the calf, Achilles tendon, the tibialis anterior. These muscles are involved with ankle movement. In this case, when the toes move towards the knees, that's called dorsiflexion. And then when the toes move away from the knees or move away from the body, when you tip your toe up, that is called plantar flexion. And often when I talk about anatomy in the body and joints, I always like to use biceps and triceps because a lot of people know where that is, and it's sort of like a good model for understanding things when you don't know where all the muscles are, because I sometimes forget the muscle. Like I had to look up the muscle for this, which is the tibialis anterior, which is the shin muscle. When you get shin splints, that's typically where you'll feel it. And the thing to understand is that when you do have shin splints, a lot of the time it's because the ankle is not as restricted and that shin muscle gets overused. The one thing I'm doing here in this exercise, or this thing I'm showing you, is trying to improve the strength of my tibialis anterior. In this case, trying to strengthen what you would call dorsiflexion. And why am I doing that? Well, because before I did this, I rolled out my calf and I stretched it out. Now, what you'll do is you can try different positions with the knee bent, with the knee straight. The whole idea is that even after you stretch a muscle, you have to be able to train it to be in that range of motion. So some might say strengthening it, and it is strengthening it. You can call it activating it. For the most part, after you stretch something, it's going to have a longer length. It's going to have more length or more ability to move into range of motions that it previously could not. The problem is the reason why we lose flexibility is because we don't train that range of motion. So if you want to keep your ankle flexibility, well, you have to train the weak antagonist or agonist. For those of you that are a little bit more familiar with anatomy, you'll know what I'm talking about. But again, a lot of my channel is really just meant to sort of experiment to see what works for you. In this case, I've noticed this to be very effective. If you do it every day, you will notice it. This is the toe raise or calf raise with a band. It's very simple, easy to set up. It doesn't require lots of equipment. You can do this. I'll probably make a video without the band on how to strengthen it, but for the most part I like using the band because you're able to really control that eccentric movement, and that's lowering of the calf. Again, you want to focus on making sure that you stretch your calves and foam roll your calves first. That way you have the range of motion to actually strengthen that tibialis anterior, and that way you'll have more dorsiflexion, or I just like to just call it more knee forward. And that's what we're looking for when we're trying to improve ankle mobility. Once again, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I got more videos like this, little short tidbits of information to help get you to learn more. Hope you enjoyed the video. Click the thumbs up button, and I'll see you guys all on the next video.